There we go. Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
now we are live on Facebook, and we're talking about engineered flooring, correct?
Correct. So there are many.
By the way, that's Aaron,
Hi, I'm Aaron.
and that is Igor over on
morning,
that side.
good morning.
And that's Ben sitting back there. Say hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. Okay, there we go. All right.
All right. So we just started talking about the reasons why you'd want to be using an engineered floor. Radiant heat is one of them because you don't want to cook your floor from below. So the actual plies of an engineered floor is going to help it be more dimensionally stable and work better. Also over concrete, because you can't nail into concrete, you need to nail in a solid wood floor.
No, you can. It doesn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
The nails don't typically go in very well.
Right.
They sort of go and then they
They
turn.
bend a little bit.
Right. So, and then then it's a floating floor anyways.
Right.
See, there you go. So you don't want to do a solid wood floor over concrete as well. So the whole point is there are different qualities of engineered. There are different options with engineered. So we wanted to talk to you a little about what to look for.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you a basic engineered floor that we had brought in today. It looks fine from on top. It looks beautiful. But if you turn it and you look at how thin it is and also how many layers it has, this only has 4 layers of ply.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be as dimensionally stable as something like this.
Okay.
Okay. So this is 1/2-inch material, so it's a little bit thicker, but it has 9 plies. Am I holding it?
And 9's better.
9 is better.
It says 266. We're
Then
seeing
why are people offering 4?
Price.
Price point.
Exactly.
But it's not good.
Okay, show us the face of
It's
that.
not
now.
No, there's not. It's not necessarily
This is the
bad.
face. This is a maple.
Okay.
And just so that you know, I brought in a solid maple as well.
Okay.
So when you're looking at it from on top, it's
like the same.
identical.
Right.
So you're not going to be seeing a difference when you're looking at it or walking on it. And that was what a lot of people had a problem with in the past with engineered floors. Oh, it looks fake. It looks plasticky, this, that, and the next thing. So nowadays...
That's a dust groove.
Yes.
Right. Not, there you go. There,
One way to call it.
There you go. So you still are going to have your micro bevel or your
No, Rich likes the dust groove.
the dust
Let him
groove,
have it.
Okay. So there you go. So
What's a micro bevel?
micro bevel is. Let me see if I can put these two together. Now these are going to be two different species of wood, and I said species, and I know you don't like when I say species, but here we go again. Okay.
I don't mind. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
exactly
What it is. But
So when you put it together, you see the line in between the two boards,
The crack?
the crack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a micro bevel. Okay.
Okay.
It's not a crack and it's not a gap. It's a bevel. And the bevel is there because it has to hide the changes in the subfloor. Okay. So no subfloor is going to be perfect. And we're going to be typically floating this. We at Mr. Floor don't like to glue things down because when you have to repair things, gluing them down doesn't work out real well to try and repair.
So, and if you were putting down regular wood, unfinished, you would put it all down and then sand it, and that would take care of those imperfections and those differences
Correct.
in
well,
the subfloor.
the filler would. I mean, that's what you do. You sand them
that's
down,
true.
you fill those gaps, and
Right.
so on, and there shouldn't be huge.
So-
but that's the main difference. So those
Yeah, and
micro
the
bevels do
technical
need to be there.
term, the technical term, Rich, what you were describing in the industry, we refer to it as overwood. So overwood is where you're telegraphing any undulations from the substructure, or really any undulations potentially in the milling of the floor itself. And what you basically have is when you have two pieces that come together, and potentially the pieces are maybe whatever, could be a 32nd or a 64th of an inch, deviation in the thickness, you'll feel it. You'll actually run your hand across and you'll feel it. So the manufacturer always puts that little micro groove in there for us to kind of camouflage that a little bit. And it just really takes care of it because we don't have the luxury of sanding the floor. It's a pre-finished floor in some
Right.
cases. So
Well, and the other side of that is if a room is running a little out of square, or they like you said, even the widths of the boards can vary a 32nd. With a regular wood floor, a solid wood floor, you typically can take a block and beat the hell out of the floor and get it over there. But when you're dealing with a pre-finished floor, you have to be a little more gentle. So it ends up.
Well, and then also, if you had
forgiving.
if you had a true square edge, that wouldn't work very well because you could chip those corners, and now you're going to have more of a problem.
Correct.
So by having that micro edge on there, you don't have to worry about chipping a corner.
right.
Correct.
Do not put that on me.
I just did. So,
Okay.
just so everybody knows, we're on Facebook Live. If you go to Facebook Live, you can see Robbie
Here's the
right
thing.
now.
You guys, the four of you, are all industry talk.
Blah, 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 blah,
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Are we in the weeds?
You are. I mean, I'm a
So-
homeowner. I need you to say you're talking about fabricated
Wood.
floor,
Engineered. floor.
engineered. What's and then prefab,
Pre-finished and
Pre-finished.
unfinished. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Hello. What?
So should we
Slow
define?
down.
Should we define some of these terms?
Please slow
Okay.
down.
All right.
Because if I'm going into a Mr. Floor, you're going to take the time and sit down and explain it to me.
Absolutely.
If I don't go to a Mr. Floor, let's say I'm in California, and there's no Mr. Floor there, and I go into somewhere and they just throw out these terms.
Right.
I need to know what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And when you show me the maple against the maple, you're like, look, they both look like maple. They are maple, so I'm very confused. Look, it's maple. You can't tell it's maple. It is maple, but one's not maple.
No, they both are maple.
Thank you. See, and you said they look like maple.
No.
Right. All right.
Except for the beach on the bottom.
We'll be back right after this. You're listening to
Mighty House.
Mighty House.